Hey everybody, I'm John Bilfus, Executive Chef of Lula's Louisiana Cookhouse in the heart of gorgeous Owasso, Michigan. Board stiff. Why? Because my restaurant's closed. Why is my restaurant closed? Because of this freaking pandemic and everybody's asking when we're gonna open. I have no idea. It's whenever the pandemic is gone. And when I feel safe that I can have my friends, my employees, my family come in and eat and not have to worry about this. That's when we're gonna reopen. And I hope it's soon because I really miss everybody. But today, I've got a great recipe for you. A few weeks ago, I put a picture of a dish that I'd made for Morgan and I for dinner, Taiwanese Three Cup Chicken. Originally a Chinese dish, very, very popular in Taiwan. I think I put a little Indonesian spin on it. But anyways, you asked for the video, and today I'm making it again for dinner, and I'm doing a video for you. So I sure hope you enjoy. Here's everything you're gonna need to make my version of 3-cup chicken. I've got 4 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs cut into about 1.5 inch pieces, bite size. I've got 10 baby bok choys that I've quartered, a can of baby corn, 8 dried shiitake mushrooms that I've soaked in warm water and quartered, a 1/4 cup of minced ginger, 1 hot pepper minced, about 16 to 20 garlic cloves, 1/2 cup of Asian sesame oil, 2 cups of Chinese rice cooking wine, 1 cup of kicap manis, which is an Indonesian sweet soy sauce. You could substitute a cup of regular soy sauce, preferably dark soy sauce, and 1/2 cup of brown sugar will get you pretty close. 1 cup chopped fresh basil, and then we're going to put a little slurry at the end of about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of water. So what I've done here is I've added our sesame oil to a Dutch oven over medium heat. We're going to fry our chicken, and we're going to have to do it in batches. We're just browning each side, removing it until we get all the way through it. It's unusual to fry with sesame oil because sesame oil has such a low smoke point. That's why I do this over medium heat, not over high heat, and just take our time doing it. And we're not trying to cook this all the way through here. We're just trying to get a little brown on each side. I'm using my big cast iron Dutch oven to do this. Often it's done in a clay pot. Once we get a little color on it, we're going to remove it with a slotted spoon, trying to leave as much oil in the pot as possible. Let that oil reheat a little bit and add a second batch. We'll continue to do this just batch by batch. If the pot gets a little dry, we'll add a little more sesame oil. And this is the last batch. It was 3 batches for me. The name 3-cup chicken just represents the trinity of the sesame oil, Chinese rice wine, and soy sauce. I'm so far behind on everything. My production schedule, Scratch Cook with John, I haven't made a video in a week. I had the wedding, which was awesome, by the way. My daughter's birthday, we're going up north. I mean, there's so much to do being unemployed. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this last batch and get ready for our next step. Next step is we're gonna add our garlic, our ginger, and our hot pepper. And we're just gonna stir that around for about a minute until it gets fragrant. And that's been about a minute. We're gonna go ahead and add our rice wine and our kicap manis. Give that a good stir. I'm gonna pick up all the good brown bits that are on the bottom of the pot. We're gonna return the chicken to the pot, along with the mushrooms. Now these mushrooms, I used dried shiitakes that I reconstituted. But right here, you could use straw mushrooms, you could use just good old button mushrooms, or you could have no mushrooms at all. Anything in this dish, hey, I just made it up. So you can put anything you want in it. I like these shiitake mushrooms, Morgan and I both do. So that's what I put in here. I'm gonna turn this down to a real low heat. Cover it and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. So that's been about 15 minutes, just enough to make sure that chicken is cooked through. We're going to go ahead and add our baby bok choy. And our corn. We're going to give that a stir. I'm going to let this cook down for about 5 more minutes. With this, you could use any vegetables you like. You could use celery. If you didn't have the baby bok choy, you could substitute big bok choy and just slice it, or anything you like. You could use water chestnuts, anything you have in the house or that you'd like to use. And now I'm going to just thicken that sauce a little bit. A little bit of a slurry. Slurry being equal parts of water and cornstarch. You want to overdo it, so we add about half of it. Remember, slurries don't thicken anything until it comes back to a boil. We want to bring that up to a boil. Well, that's pretty close. I'm just going to add a little bit more. And that looks just about right. Let's bring it back up to a boil. Yep, we'll do it. Now, I'm going to throw in our basil. Now today I have Thai basil. Last time I made it, I just used regular basil. It was delicious. I'm going to stir that in and turn off the burner. Now this is most often served over rice. I've got somen here. And I love somen because it comes packaged in serving size. So one of these is a serving size. They take 3 minutes in the water. I'm going to drop them, and we're going to be ready for dinner. Well, thanks again, everybody, for watching a semi-exciting episode of Scratch Cook with John. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Scratch Cook with John, and we will see you again soon. Hey Sarah, great to see you. That's how you are, but I know how you are because I made you up in my head and I made you up a happy person. So, hi happy Sarah. I have a problem. I need to talk to my bartender because I don't know what to do. My website, my Facebook page, Yelp, Google, TripAdvisor, my answering machine, everything explains that we're still closed and we're not going to open until I feel safe that people can come in, have a good time, and not have to worry about dying. But I don't know how to better get to that. If there's a sign on the door, and if I leave this door unlocked for 30 seconds, people are going to walk in. Morgan walked out the other night. It didn't quite latch. 5 minutes later, all the lights are off. I'm in a bathing suit. Chairs are on top of the tables, and in walks a lovely couple of women, and they're like, dinner for two. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm not open. And they're like, well, you were open up the other day. I said, no, I haven't been open since March 15th. And I almost wanted to make them dinner because I felt so bad. And I get these great messages on my answering machine. I need Louisiana Cookhouse to open up now. Click. Hey, you got turtle soup? And like, I don't have turtle soup when I am. It's amazing. Hey, I know you're not open, but I was just wondering if I could get some gumbo. No, we're closed. That's what closed means. But anyways, so I feel really bad, and I can't wait to open, and I hope it's soon.